Hey folks, I'm Zerfall and welcome back to Read Only Memories. If you recall from last time, we just finished talking to Jess and having come to some sort of agreement with her. If we can stop the protests, we'll be fine. Let's talk to these guys a couple more times before we leave, because maybe they'll give us some hot tips. Nope. Looks like all we're getting from him is more drinks. And Gus, do you have anything new to say to us? Nope. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, an awful lot of garbage truck looking things. Nothing new around here. So we got a new location, Market Street, where all the protests are happening. We can talk to Lexi at the police station if we want to. We can head home. We can head home and talk to our cutesy wootsy little plant. Alright. Just gotta make sure we max out this plant score, you know? Whoops. So let's head on over to... I'm curious if Lexi will give us maybe some hot tips here. Asked to see Lexi. Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Police Department, citizen. How may I be of assistance today? I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Tell her it's Zerfall. Please give a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience, Citizen Zerfall. Detective Rivers will be here shortly to speak to you. Please have a seat. Is there anywhere I can rest? There's a chair right behind you. Zerfall, Turing, what can I do for the two of you? You know, since I don't have anything better to do... I just figured we should catch up. I'd berate you for wasting my time, but frankly, I needed a break anyway. I've been reviewing traffic cam footage for hours, trying to get a glimpse of whoever assaulted Hayden. Other than being overworked and underpaid, I'm doing just fine. It's been a while since we've just hung out. So what do you want to know? Why did you transfer to the Neo San Francisco Police Department? Oh, she's blushing. Oh hell, a lot of reasons. I don't know if you remember that incident back home. The hybrid ex-marine that was murdering people? Well, I couldn't tell you back then, but that was my case. I kind of threw myself into it too hard. Made it too personal, broke too many rules. The chief had my back, but felt I'd burned too many bridges. It's a small city, and once the rumors mill starts going... Well, I was afraid I'd either be made out to be a hero or a villain, and I didn't really want to be either. Never mind the fact that people already didn't like me too much because of my augments. So I figured I'd move to the big city where big crimes are, right? Lose myself in the hustle and bustle. Turns out I'm still a bit too much of a cowboy for the Neo San Francisco Police Department, but I don't regret the move. Most of the time. Have you been seeing anyone since my sister? No, not really. I'm real busy, you know, running around, chasing bad guys. This isn't a pulp novel. The detective doesn't always get the girl in real life, you know? I'd rather focus on my work. You ever talk to your sister, by the way? You should call her. Yeah, maybe I should. Nothing else, really, just came to check in. Well, thanks for keeping tabs on me. We'll have to sit down and have a beer after all this is over. Checking to see if you need anything. Mostly, I just need a break in the case, Zerfall. One I can use instead of fly-by-night spy crap you're probably digging up. But screw it, we might as well work it from both angles. That's what she said! How's the investigation going? Ha! It's not going much anywhere. Hayden's case is still a simple missing persons case. I was only just allowed to open up an official investigation. My superiors aren't out and out canning it, so there's at least that. But they still aren't giving me any more resources to work with. I'm assuming it's their way of appeasing the corporate overlords without actually being a bunch of corrupt pigs. But hey, I like a challenge. That means no extra manpower, no special tech support, nada. Just me in the streets, and you two, for what that counts for. We are happy to assist in any way possible, Detective Rivers. We are at your command. How about you try not to get shot for starters? Your record isn't great for that one so far. Right. Thanks for talking to me, Lexi. Come back if you find something I can use. Alright, let's get out of here. So, no hot tips. No reason to go to the hospital. Let's head on over to the new zone. Well, there are the protesters, Zerfall. I have to admit, I still find the vandalism of Hayden's apartment puzzling. These protests have been entirely peaceful so far, and the human revolution, regardless of flimsy philosophical grounds they stand on, are not a group known for projecting their ideology through intimidation. The more I research them, the more I have to admit the statistical conclusion that we're either dealing with a deceptive covert operation scenario or less likely a radical splinter group. Still, I doubt it will hurt to ask around. Brian is in the center. Fairlight said he was the one to talk to, and my mesh searches confirm he's the leader of the local human revolution organization. He's a bit player on the national scene, but he seems charismatic and camera conscious from the video clips I've reviewed. Perhaps we can use that to our advantage. Alright, so there's a bunch of them. There's a police ROM. What's it got to say? I'm here to ensure the protesters remain peaceful. Police ROMs are just like regular cops. You don't touch. By my approximation, this carton is 11 or more days past its expiration point. Thanks for the hot tip. Alright, so we got the large crowd of protesters in the back. In front of the Genius Clinic. It looks like more than a couple of people are part of these after all. We shouldn't go too deep into the crowd. Let's just talk to the more visible folks. Alright, alright. They're singing, "Mutant Genes, keep it cleans." These slogans are terrible. These are not wrong. They're holding a sign, one half of Stay Pure. Technology is a gift, but a powerful and dangerous one to be used with care. We as a species have forgotten that. Alright, I bet you they all just have one line then. Whoops. That's not what I want. I'm trying to get to stay. We want to bring humanity back to a simpler time, a better time, before rampant uses of hybridization and cybernetic made us have to question the very nature of our humanity. I don't like questions. Can I get to the genus and look at that? No, but I can look at the Hassie sign. Hassie. It's a Hassie bar. All drinks are made with Hassie, an energy drink that supposedly has recovering properties. Can I get to the Hassie bar? No, I can just get the jingle. Alright, what's this person got to say? Another one of the human revolution protesters. Come, support our efforts to break the runaway march of progress before it's too late for humanity. Aren't you tired of being told if you undergo some elective gene therapy or cybernetic enhancement, you'd be better than human instead of less than one? No. No one's ever told me that, so... Well, I mean, I don't know what it's like in this world. Aren't you tired of being told by the media that you're aren't good enough as a regular human? Are you not sick of losing job opportunities to people willing to sacrifice their humanity for a chance at a quick buck? Ah, and here we go. The leader, let's take a look at him. An animated older man leads a group of protesters. Can we use our... we're gonna... Do you know what? Back out. Let's just talk to him first. Hello there. Would you like to hear about the dangers of our country's unchecked use of genetic modification? I have pamphlets. Here, take one. Aha, we got a pamphlet. If we showed him the thing first, we might not have. Let's see. Do I want to talk to him on the record? Shoot. Oh, I can't throw save down. No! I guess it wasn't too long ago that we saved. I just have to go back to the home and talk to the plant. Let's try this first. I'm writing a story on the protest. Can we speak on the record? I always have time for the press. Oh, see? Flash his eyes. We are the human revolution. We in the human revolution just want to get the word out. Have people really think about the technology they use every day and decide if they're better off. What questions can I answer for you? What are the ultimate goals of the human revolution? We hope to make the country more conscious of the technology we're developing. And make a move away from the more dangerous sciences before it's too late. We used to say that splitting the atom would surely bring about the end of humankind. But now we're just flirting with changing the very things that make us human. And that puts us in a far more dangerous course without a rudder to guide us. The revolution we want is for humanity as a whole to decide the best course for our species to remain as we created and return to living in simpler times with simpler tools. Why protest at this clinic? Genetic modification is one of the most dangerous sciences we've ever fooled around with. It's playing God on the highest order and threatens to unseat what it means to be human altogether. Cybernetics is a dangerous path as well, selling off pieces of ourselves bit by bit for mechanical strength and resilience. But at least a brain-controlled android is still a human brain in a metal box. There's a reason Congress enacted laws prohibited highly modified hybrids from breeding. Now, I do not fault the individuals who come here for treatments, many of whom would be crippled or dying without advanced genetic modification. However, we must take a stand against medical research industry that would have us all cast aside our humanity for their miracle cures. How do you plan on enacting the social change you want? At our core, we are a peaceful movement and seek only to convince people to vote according to the truths we reveal to them. The human revolution has faith that American democracy will win out in the end. It only falls to us to make sure the people are informed about the daunting and confusing technologies they have put their faith in unknowingly every day. On a personal level, we would like to exhort every individual to try and live more simply and reject any gadget or medicine that would make us less than we are. We have reports of a break-in at the home of Fairlank's researcher with human revolution graffiti at the scene. Do you have any comments? Well, the human revolution certainly does not condone such actions at all. We are a peaceful organization, and threatening people is not going to earn us hearts and minds. But, off the record, some of our younger members can be a bit overzealous, and any hothead teenager tends to be. I'll look into this matter personally, and if I discover that any of our younger members were involved, they'll be turned in to the proper authorities. A little community service might do them some good. Well, so this guy doesn't seem so bad after all. Now, not to cut it too short, but I need to get back to my people. I hope I've answered all your questions. Alright. Oh shoot, we got moved over. I'm starting to think you're getting back into this hard-boiled investigative journalism thing, Zerfall. You're like a hound on the hunt, sniffing anywhere you can think something will turn up. Hopefully, we'll get lucky enough to turn up a new lead, even if it didn't pan out the way we'd hoped. What do you think about what he said? I think he was considerably less diluted than my searches on the meshnet had led me to believe. That's fair. Don't forget, we're still here to actually break up these protests. Let's see if we can figure out the solution together. Make sure to take a look around and think carefully. I'm sure we'll find something. Well, there's this weather rum. What do you got to say, weather rum? Let's not. Two's company, three's a crowd. Oh, he's getting jealous. This kind of rum requires an RFID key to access it. It appears to be owned by the nearby Hasty Bar. Alright, so we're probably going to have to go into the Hasty Bar and figure this out. But, can I still give this guy the card? Have you heard of the human revolution? Join the human revolution to help stop rampant spread of dangerous and uncontrollable technologies. Ah, you know Fairlight? How's he holding up? So we didn't use a fairlight angle. I wonder if that was the right way to go around things. There's a studio tower. Sutro Tower isn't used for much anymore, but it's a beautiful reminder of the antiquated technologies of centuries past. A sign for Hot Cup, the best ramen you can get around here, for less than 3 credits. I'd imagine a credit's worth way less than $1, so that's probably pretty good. You can't make an order from out here, that's not a speaker! No ramen is that instant. Open sign. Yeah, lots of open signs. Alright, let's head into this Hassie bar. Hopefully we made the right decision in not dropping his name early. I don't know that's necessarily the right thing. Duck Game. Now that's an actual game that's around nowadays. Duck Game began as a traditional video game, but has recently become a popular VR sport. Don't waste too much time quacking or you'll be sitting, well, you know. Sitting duck. VR drama poster. Another VR poster. A business drama called Tomorrow's Tears. Ooh. A feature documentary exploring the queer side of virtual reality. It's a poster for Magical Commander Yukino, a magical girl VR drama. A Christmas tree. Christmas music? Traditional Christmas fare plays, interspersed with the occasional modern holiday party song. This is the most picturesque Christmas tree imaginable. Its branches are perfectly spaced, and every decoration is placed meticulously. Pure Christmas spirit flows through you momentarily. It's just like Ferngully when he cuts the tree and then touches it. What do they got here? The counter is so clean it shines. Almost looks like it's emitting its own light. You can see different Hassie through the glass, but you can't reach in and grab one. Only the Hassie ROM can. Alright, so we got this lady. We got this ROM. What's this thing say? It's the digital menu. Even when you don't want to drink, it's fun to watch the screen flash. If you want a Hassie, you have to pay the Hassie ROM. Okay, let's talk to this lady first. Let's check her out. She seems bored. Since there's a ROM that handles all of the ordering, there's not too much for her to do right now. Let's zap her. I don't want to give her that brochure. I don't want to seem like I'm selling this stuff. Oh, that's the cutest little ROM you have there. So, Mo, I haven't seen that model before. What kind is it? The mouthy kind. They're a custom model. Oh, wow, you don't see a whole lot of those around. It must have taken ages to get that case looking good with the home printer, too. Really nice work. I'm impressed. Anyways, what can I get you? A drink and maybe some information? A drink I can do. I guess I have some time to talk. The protesters outside the clinic are driving off a lot of my regular customers. Filling up my bathroom too, jerks. I guess you could say they're full of shit. So, what do you want to know? Tell me about yourself. Oh, I never introduced myself, did I? My name's Ramona. I guess there isn't much to tell. I went to college, got a degree, took out a loan, and bought this place. Oh, she's the owner. Now I spend my days trying to find enough time and money to sustain my crippling addiction to VR dramas. I love cute things and justice. In another life, I'm pretty sure I'd be a magical girl. What else? I pretty much don't leave the store. You don't seem pleased about the human revolution. Look, I'm all for free speech, but I don't really want to... So I don't really want to run them off or anything. They've got the right to protest. I just know once they're done with the hybrids, they'll be coming for me next. So I'll be voting appropriately. And I swear to God, to any god that'll listen, if I have to unclog the toilet one more time, I'll lose my damn mind. Why would they come after you? Oh, you can't tell? I've got a cybernetic arm and leg, thanks to an autocab crash when I was a kid. Never mind my neurolinks to VR interfacing. If we're up to those Neo-Luddites, I'd be stuck in a wheelchair right now. Or worse, depending on how far back they want to push medical technology. It's already illegal for me to have rocket-powered fist. What more do they want? You called Turing Mo. Sorry, otaku speak. I just mean he's really cute and lovable. And you kind of want to protect him from everything, you know what I mean? He's super Mo! A lot of otaku come around here, probably because I own the place. I'm used to being able to shoot my mouth off and not explain all the jargon. Otaku as in Japanese cartoons? Yeah, I know it's a bit out of fashion, but I do keep up with all the newest VR dramas. But I'm a history buff. You gotta understand the past to really get the stories of the present. You know what I mean? I've been to Tokyo twice already! Japan is strange, very conservative and resistant to cultural change, even among the otaku. Akihabara is pretty much untouched from the early 2000s, even after the rise of the home printer. They just like making the pilgrimage to buy handmade figurines instead of printing them at home. The old otaku resist the new culture of the sashi in the same way their parents used to. The parents refused to give up cassette tapes. The sashi? Oh, sorry, the sashi shibito. The cyber dead. In the early 21st century, Japan had an epidemic of chronic shut-ins, and the rise of direct link to virtual reality only made that worse. Suddenly, people weren't just refusing to leave their rooms, they were refusing to leave their heads. It was just about the worst-case projected scenario for the aging Japanese populace. But as the technology got better, the sashi were the first to figure out how to use their own brains to sculpt cyberspace. Computers are good at thinking in straight lines, but the human brain is capable of so much more. The best virtual landscapes, the most real VR dramas and games are all created by the sashi. So they got rich! They made that paper! So even if an earthquake or meteor or whatever leveled Japan, they'd still have Neo Tokyo built on the VR net. Other countries are trying hard to keep up by both training their own VR sculptors and researching more brain-like processing technologies, but the best stuff still comes out of Japan. But enough babbling. If you're interested, I'm sure you can find out more on the mesh, or use an induction helmet to visit Neo Tokyo yourself. It's a trip, especially for newbies. Is that your climate-controlled ROM outside? It does a good job, huh? Yeah, that's mine. Well, technically it's the bars. I spent a minute on it, but the rest of the block helps pitch in for maintenance costs since I usually set it to patrol the area. You should check it out when we do Christmas in July. It can cover the whole street in snow as long as it's cloudy enough to see, cloudy enough to keep the sun off. Sort of like today. Would you mind if I take it for a spin? Sorry, but that little thing set me back way too many credits just to let anyone poke at it. I would need some serious credentials in that case, in case it gets broken. Otherwise, no touching. Okay, I was hoping maybe it would branch off and do something, but you know what? I have some serious credentials. Time to... Whoops. Hey again. Okay, enjoy your drink. Let me know if you need anything else. Alright. How's this for a credential? Zap! Yes. Dr. Yannick Fairlight? I've heard of him. Super rich guy. Used to own System 1. Why are you giving me his card? I work for him. He was looking to buy a climate control arm like yours. Yes, he's getting on in years, and it would be useful for when he goes out and about. That's why Z wanted to see it before. I need a close look at it to make sure it suits his purposes. Yeah, okay. Oh, she does not trust me at all. Oh, there, she's perked up a little bit. I guess you can take a peek. Don't bust it, though. I scan this card, and I swear, if you break my ROM, I'll be calling your boss. Here's the RFID key to access it. Thank you. This will surely be useful for our needs. Shall we go check it out, Zerfall? No, we have to order some ROMs. Or some HASI. This ROM serves up HASI. You speak to the HASI ROM and buy a super large HASI. You go in for another and order Berry HASI. You go on a berry rampage, HASI rampage, and grab a full stuffed HASI. Maybe a holiday spirit HASI. Speak to the HASI ROM, buy a HASI. Okay. Ah, you go for another blue blood HASI. HASI hot. HASI fire. Haha! Always the best. HASI. Hassie 0. Oh, I still haven't gotten them all. Super large Hassie. Salty Lassie Hassie. Grape Hassie. Berry Hassie. Oh, we're starting to hit doubles up now. Maybe you can't get them all in one place. Sassy Hassie. Winter Fresh. Hassie Hot Chocolate. Because we're definitely getting new ones. Vanilla. Seems a little bit too plain. Hassie Infinity. Fully stuffed. If we get all of them, there's a Neo Hassie. No one likes Neo Hassie. Hassie Classic is way better. I'm sure I'll have to go to the bathroom pretty soon. Nah, that's not true. I'm just trying to get the achievement for getting all of them. Perhaps I have already. No, there's Mango. I haven't seen that before. Alright, well. If in another 3... It's too bad you can't just pick them from the list. It'd be a lot easier to get this achievement. Alright, we're gonna give up. If this one's not new... Yeah, alright. What's this plant saying? There's rumors that plants are actually given Hassie and not water. You probably shouldn't mess with it given your track record with Flora. What's it sound like? Even the plant seems to want you to buy some Hassie. Alright, well, unfortunately I've got to cut this video a little bit short, but next time we are going to be going outside. Oh, that's the window, not a door. Okay, I have to actually pick leave. Next time we are going to be messing with this weather ROM, probably making it snow, so that we can get rid of the protesters. I'm Zerfall. Thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you again in the next video.